Good morning and welcome back to Withrow Urban Homestead. Today we're going to start more sunflowers. Now this variety is a multi-branching, multi-flowering variety, and it's going to keep blooming summer through fall. It's a mixture from botanical interests currently called heirloom beauties. Now, I bought my seed years ago, and back then it was called autumn beauties. And through the years, I've been saving and replanting these seeds. But if you want to grow them this year, a variety with lots of different colors and multi-branching instead of just a single head, at botanical interests, look for heirloom beauties. Now they grow 5 to 8 feet tall. And like I said, multi-branching. Now your first flower is going to be your biggest. And subsequent blossoms after that will be a little bit smaller, but still they're 5 to inch blossoms. One year I counted more than 100 flowers from one plant that I had planted in my sunniest location. Now you can direct sow your seeds in the ground 1 to 2 weeks after the last frost, or indoors 4 to 6 weeks after the last frost. Here it's early April, and technically it's 3 weeks before our last frost, but I have enough time, and I want to start them indoors. Now these seeds are much thinner compared to the mammoth sunflowers that we just sowed. So don't plant them too deeply, just about an 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch deep. Let me show you the two seeds. Let's compare them. Because I save my own seeds, I'm going to put 3 in each cell. I have plenty of seeds, and I've even given lots of seeds away. Now the mammoth sunflowers, I don't save those seeds because they cross with this multi-branching variety. The next year they won't grow true. So for those I buy fresh every year, so I only put 1 seed in each of those cells. But if you want to save your mammoth sunflower seeds, only grow that variety, because they're going to cross with all these other multi-branching variety, and they won't make that big head the next year. So I'm going to put 3 in each cell, and later I'll thin it down to 1. Now they germinate best at 70 to 85 degrees. And they're going to germinate in about 10 to 21 days. Now, it's become a tradition in my area for me to give away free sunflowers. I have a shelf behind the garage where I set them out, and people really watch for it. That's one of the reasons I'm using these 6-cell trays. Later, I'm going to cut the cells apart. Because my growing space is so full, I want to be able to grow as many sunflowers as I can. So the 6-cell trays are the perfect size. So in this variety, I'm going to plant 144. And I've already started 144 of the mammoth. And some of these I'll keep for myself. but most I'm going to give away. I really love encouraging other people to grow beautiful flowers and vegetables. Pollinators love sunflowers. But my priority, the reason I grow this variety, is the goldfinch love them. This is what I tend to put in my back garden. And I sit on the balcony and I watch the goldfinch come and eat. Now wait to bring them outside to harden off and get used to the weather until after the last frost. Here in north central Maryland, that's the beginning of May. And plant them into the ground 2 weeks after the last frost. Here, that's mid-May or after Mother's Day. Now they're going to need support, and I like to plant them along the fence. They're going to need to be tied up. The fence is perfect for that. It's going to help protect them from the wind, but some of the branches will break. And I put those in vases because the birds will still come and eat those too. Let me show you some video. Now, if you want big with lots of branches and tall plants, put them in your sunniest location and give them lots of space. Now, this furnace room is the perfect temperature for sunflowers, but it's already full of the slow-growing summer vegetables and flowers. So we need to move them to the other grow room. And it's colder down there, 60 to 65 degrees in there, so we're going to have to use a heat mat. And I always cover my seeds with a humidity dome. It holds in the moisture, and it helps them germinate better. Now that second grow room, that's filling up fast too. The zinnias have sprouted, tomatoes are up, and now we have sunflowers in there. We have some lettuce growing too. The fennel hasn't sprouted yet, and a lot of this I'll give away free too. Thank you for visiting Withrow Urban Homestead. See you later. Bye-bye.